I haven't started stream. Oh, okay. Is it working? Well, let's see. Oh, wait. Is it just... Ah, shit. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Okay, I don't want to upload this stream because it's, well, I don't want to look at that. Okay, we're not supposed to look at that. No, fuck, I want clip. I'm fucking tone today. Right. Isn't there like stream settings or something I haven't set up? Uh, sure. Why not? Live chat. Yes, slow mode. No, nah, whatever. Sure. Hello there. Hello there. I don't know how good my Yeah, it is. I didn't mean to. I am trying to do art because it's been a while. Four concurrent viewers. Well, that's gonna end fast because people don't seem to like watching me do art stuff. It's boring or something, I guess. Uh, oh, whoops, wrong layer. Ha! Huh. I might do some Nerf stuff in a minute, but um, oops, we need to. I need to. Why won't it fill that shit? Oh, I know why. Because it's this layer. I haven't done any. All of my Nerf stuff is illegal right now, so I can't share anything. So, oh, what does that mean? Oh, no viewers. Bye, everyone. So it tells me. Stream health, excellent, cool. I don't feel like it's probably a good idea for me to watch these analyticals. They will just make me sad because everyone left. Bye, everyone. Don't need you guys anyway. Alright, alright. Oh shit. I just did the wrong fucking layer again. Again? Okay. Whoop. Hello? Uh, maybe we should do. Yeah, I think we should do that. Her outfit kind of needs it. Okay. Ah, too much. I have no idea what the stream is because I didn't mean to start it, and I feel like there's going to be a title that I don't know what it is. Is there a way to see that? No. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Sure. Well, alright. I don't like that there. Something like that. On premise, principle. Hmm. Oops. No, I don't know when files will be released. Because since they're kind of like in Harrison's territory with his show and stuff, what's no promises. What's probably gonna happen is there'll be like a variant like on my Etsy, but probably through his shop instead, and he'll be selling them. But I don't think there's anything with this with the micro shells. I don't think anything's happening with that until next year at the earliest. So this is kind of like a favor for a friend, pre-release. He's gonna be, you know, I mean, basically he asked and paid for a commission, and so um, yeah, I bet it does. Um, I tested it and it sounds fine other times, and then I set it up here and it's like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Like I test it on chats with people in person and then it's fine, and then I test it on streaming and it's not fine. But you get what you get. I guess, mic sound underwater. Oh, look. Alright, I'll just turn off music and stuff. Okay. Well, that didn't help at all. Um, audio? No. Okay, well, I mean, we've got audio at all. That's kind of better than I would expect, to be honest. Hmm. I don't know how to change that, unfortunately. I think it's probably like a problem with the program, at least to an extent, because I did use these headphones on. There's nothing there. Oh my God, fucking. How do I like don't show whatever? I hate Windows sometimes. Uh, Stupid microphones. Stupid. Oops, that didn't work out. There we go. This is what we want. Oh, this is what we want. Well, there's not much I feel like I could do about this, so I'm just gonna keep going. Uh, I have new pages here, so I'm just gonna go through the entire process. I, All right, you guys get to listen to my kids' TV shows instead of anything of value. Right, tone prep, go. One always goes fast. I don't know why the other one doesn't. So I'm just gonna go through making a page. One of the things that always happens is my drawings suck, and so I have to fix them as I draw or whatever. Oh, come on, fucking bullshit. Why did it do that? That's weird. Just wanted to erase unselect white. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, as you can see in the margins around my panels, I have some notes from time to time, and those help me make corrections like this, where this character's silhouette was too small, or it was disproportionate is what it actually was. So, um, you know, just gotta fix that. Let me see if there's any others. Um, because one of the first things I usually like to do is go in and fill the blacks around the panels. I can do that in ink, but I don't like getting out brushes if I don't have to, and so, you know, it saves me time to do this on the computer, although it probably would be easier. I don't like doing stuff on the computer, so the computer side of things would probably be easier if I just did this on paper, which I prefer to work on. And unfortunately, also, if you look here, you can see that the lines here do not align properly. That is because the paper that I like to use, I really like the quality of the paper, like as a surface, but the lines and the cut have been for years. They're crooked, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know if it's the paper or the lines that I use on them, and I should probably just like take the extra time to draw my own like borders and shit, but I don't like to. So instead of doing something about it, I just suck it up and am lazy. So we'll just go through, fill in my blacks or my tones, not my blacks. Clip Studio has a very nice bucket that will fill most everything in automatically, and then I can just come in with the pen and like clean up shit like that. And then we come in for, you know, this character and draw out the whites of the eyes. Whoops, that was not the hotkey I meant to press. I should get one of those hotkey things. They're just buttons and it's like a Bluetooth thing or whatever. But they're like $80. Not worth it. Although if they'd had that when I was in college, I think I would have definitely gotten one. In college, I was running a quote unquote tablet PC, and that thing sucked. But, you know, I could draw on the screen or whatever. And if they'd had the hotkey thing, it would have probably been more usable than it was. But I didn't have that. I didn't have those at the time. So I never bought one. There were programmable like keypads and stuff you could buy, but it was like not worth the time and money to figure it out in my book. So I never did. And now I just have a desktop and a place to use it, so that's better. Okay. Wait. Oh, I do have. probably a Mac. Probably, but I don't remember. I am way behind on this part of producing our comic takes almost no time to do, but I hate it. Yeah, it drives me crazy. So I never do it. Like if we go over to here on the left, I got like 10 pages I've drawn but haven't scanned in and started working on. And I really ought to get on that more often. It's just hard. I When I'm on the computer, I tend to do like nerf stuff or nothing. And so I don't tend to like, you know, work on this stuff. And I haven't really had I've had the means to do streaming, but I don't really have the like time because um usually the time period that I have to do it is like only a couple hours a day, and I gotta take care of kids. My daughter has fall break right now, so we're not walking her to school and stuff, so I've got more time to do the streaming than I've had in a while, which is why I am here. Hmm. Oh my god, that one just too thick. Didn't fit. Oh, okay. Ah, you bastard. Oh, whatever. I think I can grab that. There we go. Okay. I don't really have that much, like, my standards for the toning and stuff aren't that high. I don't need it to be that detailed. It's not like I'm shading and stuff like some comics. It's just hard to get going on things sometimes. Alright, I do need some. Where did it go? Alright, I just go find something. Oh, look, I'm showing up on my own YouTube. Amazing. Arr. Music at. Ah, this one's fun. Whatever. Alright. I'm sorry about the mic quality, everyone. I don't know how to fix that, so, you know. Not about there. Wow, wrong tool. Dang it. That was weird. Whatever. I think it was like 25. I think it was actually 10. It's done. Okay. Ah. Alright, I gotta turn off that PlayStation. Oh, good stuff here. Now what I wonder what to do. Let's take the speakers and uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Is it okay? Alright. Ow. Maybe later, Dom. TV needs a break, dude. Later, Dom. Hey, Dom, it's time for. Uh-huh. Dom? Dominic. Yeah. All right, I am unmuting. Uh, my baby, he's upset because I won't let him play video games after he was playing the tablet. Um, so I wouldn't use the fly point or almost any shell blaster at like end war, just because like shell blasters are really good when you're playing at like your home field and you know you'll get them back, like the shells back, and you're not like on a public campus. Um, I love the shell stuff. Like I'm 150% committed not going back. But I also don't play like invitational campus HVZs usually. So I'm not worried about like losing stuff. If you don't have a printer and you can't print your own shells and stuff, um, then it's not going to be quite as like viable for you as it is for someone like me, where um, loss of shells is I can replace them, I can find them, and I wouldn't probably take them to, a campus where, I mean, yeah, I guess that's pretty explanatory there, to be honest, like I think. So, if, yeah, I am. I actually got into Nerf after comics. I went to college for illustration. I got a BFA. My school at UVU. Um, I actually, if I had a camera, I would show you some of my paintings. I can pull them up. So my teachers were really focused on like painting mostly. These aren't good photos of my paintings. I got some better ones. I found them all actually. But I'll pull them up real quick because I think I'm still proud of them. They're like 7 years old. They're still pretty good. So I went to school for illustration, like I said, and my teachers were focused on like oil painting, a lot of them, largely, and I was focused on comics. After I left, like a year or two after I left, um, they got at least adjunct Chad Harden, who is a comic artist he was in southern Utah, so um, whoops, that didn't work. Yes, I ink traditionally, and then I scan it in digitally. So these are like the portrait paintings that I did. These are some of the ones that I liked. I have a few of these, like what physically? Oh, I'm gonna just pull through them. So that one on the right there was the last one that I did. So I enjoyed oil painting and stuff, but like what I liked doing the most was comics, and so I didn't get like specific instruction in comics, but my teachers were really helpful at UVU, and I kind of missed the comic boat at my school just because um, the people that came in after were a lot more. There were a lot more of them. Yeah. Thanks. I've been doing this for a long time. It's been about 7 years since I was in school. Well, like 5 years, six. I think about 6 years since I graduated college and got my BFA. And I've been working on this comic here specifically since, I mean, almost since day one of my. This is the first comic that I've gotten anywhere near this far on. Um, where did that? So I did. Let me actually. I will. I'll put a link to my blog. This is super old. I haven't updated this in like years, but you know. So this comic that I'm working on, Robbie of Lockship, we started almost the day that our daughter was born. So it's basically, I mean, like the same week we started drawing the first pages. Um, So we'd had a little bit of it like planned and stuff, but like really legitimately started. So it's like the exact same age as her. So she's like 5 and 4 months or something now. Um, anyway, so I did do a, let me see, do I have a link to it? Aha, I do. So I did, this is the, where's my, I wish it wasn't so hard to find my tabs. So this was my BFA project, and I'm not actually suggesting that you go and buy it, but it is available for $1, and it's a 40 or so page comic that doesn't have any text, so it's all pictures. And I did that as my graduating project for my program. I think it turned out okay, especially now that I've spent so long working on this comic. Um, what I'm drawing right now is chapter 9. So I don't know, like two. Well, it's we got the first volume printed. We did a print on demand for the first 250 or so pages, and that's really cool. And if I had a webcam, I would show you, but I don't. Um, but so I think we're probably getting close to 300 pages of it now, and it is definitely the longest project I've ever done. I'm really proud of this one. Um, just doing a page a week since our daughter was born. There isn't that much overlap I find with no, there isn't that much overlap with like my comic stuff and my Nerf stuff. There's a little bit, but less than I would expect, to be honest. But you know, it's it's all good. Alright, I think I can unmute. Yeah, he's still crying, but he's elsewhere. He was playing the tablet, and now he wants to play a game, and I said no. And it's just the end of the world, apparently. Maybe you can hear him. Alright. Ram lighting! Woo! I haven't done any lighting stuff in our comic in a long time, and now like the rest of the chapter is like black, dark. Oh, whoops, wrong button. I keep pressing the wrong button. Alright, let's clean that up. I keep getting all these ink smudges. Right. There's just lots of stuff to do. It's so much extra work to add on all the lighting and stuff. But it doesn't have to be very extreme all the time. Sometimes just a hint of something like that is good. Although I didn't do amazing. The fuck, program? This fucking pen key. Leave that off. Yeah, just add a little more. That looks fine. Okay, now come in and we add more gradients. Wait, let's turn that one off. Then we do it. Ah, fuck. Alright, this one will probably just be some big gradients, not like a lot of detail work on it. There we go. None of these pages are done. Um, I have done a little bit of commissions. Well, okay. Let me find some of the commission stuff I did. You can't actually read this one anymore. Okay, so I don't remember everything I did on commission, but one of them was like a game that never got released. It's supposed to be like a card game, and I did like a, I guess I'd say I did like a story mode for it. Um, man, where's that other one at? And then I did the art. Oh, there we go. I wonder if that. Yeah. They have the reviews interesting, but you can't actually read it anymore. So, um, I'll link to the blog post. Wow, 2014. Holy shit. That's insane. So this is, I mean, I penciled chapter two of this. They ended up redoing chapters one and two. They haven't released chapter two yet. Um, But I mean, I can pull it up here too, so I can show it. So this I did in 2014, and this was the last professional thing I did. Um, it wasn't really their fault, but I got like really underpaid for this. Um, maybe in a bit, Dom. I'll think about it. Since you've calmed down. All right, fine. I'll just do it. Whatever. So where's the controller, Dom? Where's the controller, Dom? Well, can't play if we don't. Okay. Good job, Dom. So this was in 2014. That was a long time ago, but I got paid underpaid. Like there was no way. Uh, so the problem with comics is that you tend to you have to be fast or good, and I am not good enough to make up for how slow I am professionally. And so this, I mean, like it kind of broke me to do this project, especially chapter two, because it was just so like intensely hard to do. Like it was just like breakneck speed for me. It was like I inked 2 pages a week and colored three, I think. And it's just uh, I think I ended up doing for the first chapter, I ended up doing like 40 pages with some redraws that they did pay me. So like I can't say this wasn't unpaid work, but um uh it was it was brutal. Now I'm doing 1 page a week of our comic, and that's I mean, it's a pretty slow rate, but it's very manageable for me with all the other things I have to do and things I want to do, like Nerf stuff. Um, that said, where was I? Oh, like I was saying, I'm not fast. I'm pretty slow, but like my quality of work is pretty good, but not good enough for like I don't like I'm not gonna get picked up by like Marvel or DC or like Image just because of my drawing skills. Like some artists, there are people out there that are just that good, and I'm not fast enough that I can produce the quantity of work that will get me just picked up either. I actually I did do I I thought about it, but making comics is like a tremendous amount of work, and I've got other ideas and stories that I've kind of thought about, but I just haven't gotten anything off the ground. Now, I did actually. So in chapter six of our comic, it's too early. Chapter six, they go into a gun store, and I need to redraw one of the pages. This was one of the only pages that we were like, "Hey, that's not good enough," when we printed it. So there's a lot of guns here, and there are some Nerf cameos. I think the Hellhound. What was it called? It was Exiled. It just tells you how old it is. Exiled. What was it? Was it Cerberus or something like that? It was like a Merge Masters. I think that's a Hellhound there. And there's Liam Davis's his sniper before like the cores and stuff were made. I think it was before the Specs BZ even, and a Spring Thunder. And there's my shotgun. I think there was an MHP as well. And then in chapter eight, many years later, um, a bit side character has a fly point. Whoops, that's too soon. So there's a fly point in the comic too. So, like they may. Oh wait, there's more than that though. Another character has the unreleased MHP3. There it is. There it is. And in chapter 9, what we're working on now, I can just open that. They have the unfinished and unreleased MXC that I never got finished on. To be honest, like it just didn't work out. Oh, there it is. So these were, um, I can actually let me find that. I can pull up that file because I do have that one around and somewhere. All right, here we go. I just decided at some point it was like, well, my designs look really good. Like I, they aesthetics is something that I care about. I should really just straight up use them in my comic. It's not like it doesn't fit. And I wish I'd had the magpie design um, worked out for our main character. You know, she's got a revolver. I wish I'd had that worked out when we were when we were starting the comic because it looks so much better than the shitty pistol I gave her. Um, but you know, it is what it is. It happens. Look how pretty look how good I did. How good did you do? Wow, it's amazing, Ellie. I like that red one. Uh, I I didn't have enough marker of enough color. Okay, here we go. All right, so they're using this, um, various versions of this. So you know, it's kind of fun actually to get these in there. Hello. Ow. I I anyway. So we got some of my designs in this comic. And in chapter 8, I have a problem. So when you're drawing a comic, it's hard to keep things consistent. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm retconning this shit. And I made her pistol look. It looks different here than it normally does, but it looks better. It looks more like the magpies. So just whatever. Oh, you're welcome. I counted recently. I have like 30 katanas around. I prefer them so much to talons, but I haven't used them in a long time because I've been moving to like shell stuff. But my go-to is still katanas if I'm using mags, like short dart mags. I wish other people like them as much as I do. Every time I design something with a mag, it's like, hey, can you use talons? I'm like, no. Um, yeah. So I don't think they're not using katanas here though in my comic. They should be. Maybe next time there's someone with an SMG or something they'll use a katana just for you guys. I actually finished this one. I think mostly. There we can. Oh wait, we gotta some more. I so the reason I like um talent speed nice. I guess I have one for design purposes. So put that in air quotes. Um, but katanas just feel so good in the hand. Um, when I designed the original MHP, my friend Mike gave me like five. Thanks, guys. My friend Mike gave me like five katanas. It was like the very initial launch, and I had them. I wasn't doing anything with them. I was like, hey, these are neat. I didn't even have any short darts at the time, so I bought some eventually. Um, I was just holding it, and it was like, man, this just feels so good in the hand. And it was like, there was like a moment of inspiration where I was like, well, we can make a grip-fed blaster with this. From these rock that are killing him. So it was like one of those moments where you're just like, hey, it's there's something to this. Like it just feels good in the hand. It feels right, you know. Um, I've had that a few times, like the shell that we used in the I mean it's the fly point shell, but also my lever action shell. I'm not pulling it. Oh my god, that is so amazing, Ellie. I can't do that. Let me find that. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna pull up the CAD model real quick for it. Holding this shell in my hands was, I mean, it doesn't look like much, but it's just like, wow, I can just like, I could just imagine like loading like, the side loading on a lever action, and that was like I printed out like one of the very, very early versions of it. It wasn't even like this, and um, shit, that was like 2 years, that was like 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago that that happened because my baby boy was pretty new. Actually, I was doing a little of this before we had him, so before I'd even moved to Fusion, I was thinking about a lever action, so that says something about that. Um, so every now and then you get one of those little Nerf things that like you hold it in your hand. Well, if you're a designer like me, I guess you hold it in your hand and it's like it inspires something. And the katana was totally like that for me, and is a part of why I have a particular fondness for it. But I also just think the like ergonomics are way better. So. Actually, I had planned to make a YouTube video talking and comparing all of the mags. I had a Dart Zone Pro mag as well, which I guess is different from the Nexus mags, question mark. And the first take I did of it, I was way too like aggressively ranty, and I didn't I didn't keep that take. And then I didn't make a video because making videos is painfully involved. Thank you. I love it too. It's my 120,000% favorite blaster that I've like ever made. Although it's pretty close tie with some of the things I've been working on that I can't share and talk about. Um, I know, right? It's like you go down the rabbit hole and it never ends. And then there's always something else to make, especially like where did all this smudgy shit come from? I love making like these like more like replica imitation firearm type things. Um, and so like the shells and stuff and the actions, like the lever action. And it just like I keep coming up with more things to make. I'm like, hey, I need a bolt action. Hey, I need this. Hey, I need that. And I just can't stop. And it's terrible. And you know, I kind of have needed to slow it down a little bit. Um, because I've been honestly, I've been stressing myself out about it a little bit. Oh wait, we only need one. Okay, there we go. Wait, did that work? Oh, it worked. Okay. Oh, there's the OK button. So, you know, yes. Good spin, Ellie. You are so amazing at spinning. Yeah, you do have a lot of talent. Just for posterity, I am going to share. Wait, actually, maybe we should go to the first page. Oh, I need to change that. We have a new cover for the first chapter. Just for posterity, I am also going to post the link to my webcomic in the chat. If you guys are interested in reading it, it is there. It is free. There's 250 pages. More. um, Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. Though I don't usually get a lot of people talking to me about the comic stuff. Show me, Ellie. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I can't do any kinds of spins, baby. I'm pretty impressed. Wait. Oh, what is going on here? Why is it like that? Okay. Okay. Ah, wrong tool. Oops. Still wrong tool. All right. Check torso. Man, it's finding me now. Uh, Alright, let's come back in, do some more. Yeah, break whatever button you used to hit subscribe. Definitely do that. And also consider donating to my Patreon account. I'm only posting a link to that if asked. I don't want to I don't want to force anyone to feel like they have to do anything for me. All right. Nice. That's pretty long. When I did my BFA, is it in color or black and white? I will definitely read that when you release it. I've thought about how to integrate like comics and um, Nerf together, and I haven't come up with anything good. The characters that I can imagine for Nerf just don't really like, you know. Oh, that isn't that. I commend your commitment. That is just like so much work. When I did my BFA, I think if I was gonna do like a short comic like that again, like that one was 40 pages. I don't even know if I have a copy of it. I do. Oh no, I don't. Oh, that's a bummer. Um, I might. Let me look. I want to look. Ah, man, I have like all my old stuff, but I don't have that one. Ah, that's a bummer. I'm gonna have to find that because I need that someday. Oh, no. Um, I'm sure that I have it somewhere, but you know, that was 40 pages of color. Um, and it was after like my college program was really intensive, and it was known for being pretty intensive. One of my teachers interpreted the policy for homework wrong and tripled the amount of work that was expected from us. And he was the head of the program at the time, at least. I don't know if he still is. Um, Now, to be fair, when you sit there and you say 3 hours of homework or 2 hours of homework per, I have a million backups. I just don't know where I backed this particular file up. The policy was like for every hour of in class, you should do 2 hours of out of class work to make 3 credit hours. The idea was that you spend 1 hour in class in a lecture class like astronomy, and then you do 2 hours of homework. How he interpreted this was our classes were 3 hours, and the design of 3 hour classes was no homework, so we didn't have to set up at home because you're setting up paints and stuff. It takes a while. He interpreted that to be so you need to do you know 6 hours of homework every class period or whatever on 4 classes. It was kind of insane. No one did that much, but to be fair, the point of the program was to have us come out as like scrubs, and then like we go out professionals. And I legitimately think a few of us came out truly professional level, and it took that much work. Like if we hadn't done that much work, there was no chance of any of us being professional. You couldn't call us professional. We just couldn't be professional. But it was grueling, like so hard, um, and like it was just absolutely savage. And after I finished, and I did a 40-page comic, which was extra grueling, even though I was going part-time, so I had like two classes at the end. Well, my last semester was like two classes. Um, it was so hard, and I got it printed for my show, which was really cool. I had it at a local comic shop, which was also really cool. And I thought it would be hard to get a venue because my classmates were having a hard time because they were at the school and they had to fill out forms and stuff. And I just went in there and asked, "Hey, can I have a show here?" And they were like, "Hell yeah!" And that was it. Um, so it took me a few years to feel like I am not burned out anymore. Like, to be honest, it's been years of feeling like burned out on comics. But I'm kind of feeling like I've I, my equilibrium has returned or whatever. Um, as for that question, I pencil and ink traditionally. I have completely moved to like the straight up like manga, like the G pen and stuff, the legitimate manga tools. I even have like Deleter brand ink now, and love this like these pens. I love this shit. It is so good. Like I am blown away. Like once I finally like had the skills to utilize the tools that they use in like manga, I understand how they can go so fast now because um, I'm actually for a long time I was losing ground, slowly, very slowly. Like a page took a week and a day, a week and 2 days, and now I think that my pages are taking, if I really sit down and have enough time every day and every night to work on it. Um, we mostly, I mostly only work at night, well, with my wife after work and our kids are in bed. So that's like 2 hours a day that I can spend drawing mostly, which is why this is so behind on toning. Um, I can ink a page in like 2 days. So like 4 hours, I can ink a page. I can pencil in about 4 hours, so I can do a page in about 10 hours probably. And that's like if I'm going really fast, I think I can ink a page in like 3 hours if it's an easy page. Like this particular page that's on screen right now took me so long. Allie, that is amazing. Your coloring is it's off the charts, man. You're too fast. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing 11 by 17. I wish I knew where my webcam was. I feel like it should. Oh, hey, there it is. I think I'd have to set it up, so I'm not gonna do that. But um, traditional like inking, traditionally, I feel like um, I have not. I have never felt anywhere near as good about inking and drawing as on computer. Like I can't do it. I can't make myself do it. You know, even though it would speed things up. I could probably ink even faster. I could definitely pencil faster if I was on digital, but I can't do it. Like my drawings suck if they're digital, and it just doesn't feel right. And I have the Cintiq, I have all this stuff. I got all the tools that I need to make it work, and it just never did. I thought it might, but and then I just kind of like committed really heavily into being fully traditional. The one place where I feel like I can't do traditional is colors. Some people manage to make like the Copic markers and the watercolors and stuff work for them, but I always feel like my colors are shit, are total like just garbage on paper. Not that I do very much color work these days, but when I have done color, especially in school, I had a definite preference for working digitally for color. And even then, like, it still took me a long time. Although, when I finished all of the inking and drawing for my pages of my BFA, it went really fast to color. It took me like, I think I colored like 20 pages in a couple weeks. And that was like actually a really exciting part of that project. The less exciting part though was I had an error on my PDF that I made for it when I sent it to the printer, so I have like 250 misprints that I paid like $1,000 for, however much it was. And wait, what the oh, and then they did a rush reprint for me um, because I needed it. You know, I needed it for my show. I told them it was a rush job. I love it so much. I still like that one. It's a good one. So we had to do a rush printing, a reprint. I only got 100 copies of the properly printed version, and they didn't catch the note, even though I specifically told them that it needed to be a rush job, and they had to overnight it, and they did that at their own expense, which was really cool of them. So they had to overnight it to me, and we got it like after my show started at like 5 at night. My wife, my like 7 months pregnant wife, went back home, picked up the comics, and we had them in time, and it was like holy shit, because it would have ruined my show if I hadn't had that. Um, so but it ended up being like really awesome, like a really awesome experience. And that is one of those things that I miss from school is like those cool kinds of like unique experiences that you'd have because it's like a bunch of people getting together and stuff and things just like are different than when you're home just making things on your own or whatever. Yeah, that was really cool of them. Like if I think they went out of business, which makes me really sad because I was totally gonna go with them again for our printed volumes. But you know, let me see. I might have had like an Instagram post about that. I can probably pull that up. Um, it was really cool that they like really made an effort to um I really think that they are gone, which makes me sad. 'Cause yeah, closed. There's a Yelp. Um, anyway, I really it makes me sad that they went out of business because they were really cool. Um, I think they were like a union owned kind of thing, and anyway, and they worked with me. I mean, it would have been nice if they'd caught the error in the PDF, but that's not really on them. That is on me. So, I like it hurt, but I can't be like really upset about them not doing something that really wasn't in their control. Okay, I don't think I've got any posts of that on my Instagram. So let me just pass on that right now. No, I don't want that. I wanted this one. This one. Okay. I am not getting anything done anymore. Um, I think one of the things that like I love about traditional too is when you really get all the traditional tools. I've been playing around with screen tones lately, like the stuff that the dots or whatever that they put on manga and stuff, and I love it. It's so fun. I wish I could I kind of regret not figuring that out for this comic, but it's so like I couldn't have done it traditionally because it's just so expensive. For an American at least. If you're in Japan, I'm sure it's like dirt cheap, but it's way too expensive to use for like a 300-page comic with no end in sight. I can't even imagine how much, like hundreds and hundreds of dollars we would have spent on one material. It would have been really cool, like undeniably, like awesome, but so expensive. And they're, you know, after having spent, a few thousand on a Cintiq and stuff and the tools to do digital, I really ought to like utilize that. So it's, oh, whoops, I'm using the wrong tone here. That's the darker one. Oh, that's fine. I don't mind working digitally. It's just hard to keep up on it when it's like the computer is a temptation to do CAD. And if things like the you know pandemic has made it hard to like be able to like set up and do things at home because my kids are a lot more cooped up and crazy and stuff, and my wife is working from home a lot of the time now, so I don't want to like bug her, and I think that like talking and stuff would do the trick. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oops. All right. So I might have to call it days. Well, it's not that way. Okay. This fight scene is gonna be weird with the light, the darks and stuff, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I didn't think that through when I started drawing it like I should have. What I probably should do is, what I really should have done was just this. Can't even see what I'm doing. Good luck. Three boys sounds like more than a couple handfuls to me. I got two, and it's already as much as I can handle. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the interaction. It's nice. That still sounds like more than two handfuls to me. I would say that my two kids are more than two handfuls, and there's only one boy. And he crazy. Ah, oh, whoops. We get some important tank top details here. Okay, let's see. Um, right. Not sure how to do this. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Actually, I appreciate everyone who tuned in, chatted with me. Otherwise, made my day a little easier. Now I gotta find my window for it. Oh, oh, that one. No, it's not that one. Just close that one. This is what happens when I have too much. Right. You guys. Wow, Ellie, I love it so much. It's beautiful. Your coloring is so good.